wanna go thrift shopping.
Hey, what is up, YouTube? Chris, the thrift shop hustler. Another fine day in Southern California. Got a call about a comic book collection we're going to look at and see how that goes. With comic books, to be honest, it's usually hit or miss. And for the most part, I guess it's in the middle somewhere. I've looked at a lot of collections that people that were selling their collections, and for the most part, you're never going to find like these amazing collections, because usually comic book collectors are pretty savvy. They know what they have. Eventually, you'll like every once in a while, you'll find someone that's like, you know, their kid went to college and they didn't want their comics anymore, and there's stuff like that. And so those are the things that are usually pretty good too. But like I said, comic books, they're either going to be like, you know, whatever stuff that you're gonna see for 25 cents at Goodwill, or stuff that's going to be amazing. So, you know, the amazing stuff obviously is not going to be, you're never going to find that stuff usually. So I don't know. But anyways, it's good to go and look. Definitely go and do that, because you never know. That time that you say, you know, oh, I don't have a good feeling, I'm not going to go, is the time someone's going to have like a Amazing Spider-Man #1 or a whole collection of old DC comic. You know what I mean? It's going to be something like that. But what I look for when I look at a comic book collection, right off the bat, I'll know right when I walk up if it's well kept, if the collection looks like it's well kept, if it's got mildew, like if it's been sitting in garage for like 20, 30 years. There's stuff like that. I can usually tell right away. I like to buy collections that are in like they have them all in the bags and they look pretty mint, and it looks like they took care of them. I might offer a little bit extra for that, you know, because usually people want to say, well, how much do you want to pay? And, you know, like, I'm sure people have a price, but I don't know. Price negotiation on comic books is a whole other video in itself. But I'm being long-winded here, but that's kind of the stuff I look at when I go looking into a comic book collection. Number one, you know, I want to see, is it in crappy boxes? Is it all like stacked up and all nasty? Or are they well taken care of? You know, if they're all in backers, you know, that's a good thing too. So I don't know. We'll see. So this was the comic book lot. As you can see right off the bat, we have pretty clean books in backers, and pretty much clean backers. This is a really good thing, you know, to find all this kind of stuff like this. You know, we can go through this. Lots of Star Wars stuff, which was good, and Marvel, and all kinds of different ones. These are newer age. There was some 80s and 90s stuff in this collection. And as you can see, we could see there's some DC stuff, some Ninja Turtles, and this was a pretty good lot. I mean, there wasn't like anything amazing in this set, though there was a couple of gems, and that's why I purchased this collection. And we can actually go through that right now. As you can see, there was a pretty good amount of that Star Wars stuff, which is good. A lot of newer comics. Marvel Tales was one of the comics I used to read when I was a kid. For anyone that has any younger kids that are into comic books, Marvel Tales, you can get them for super cheap, and they're amazing stories. And Marvel Tales and What If are really good stories, especially the What If. They feature, like, you know, different characters and stuff, and the What If is like almost like a Twilight Zone, and they have different types of things and spins on the characters. So this is what I actually grew up reading, was Marvel Tales. That was really cool to see. But anyways, you can see there was tons of Star Wars, some Shield. There was actually a whole set of that. Spider-Girl, Spider-Man. So it was a good mix of stuff. For the most part, everything was brand new. Or not brand new, newer series. These are some of the old. We got Alpha Fight, Fantastic Four. I thought this one would be worth something, but it's not. Some older 90s, 89 Spectacular Spider-Man. Some older Iron Man. Some really crazy Witchblade stuff. So, like, this is the kind of stuff that was it. Nothing too crazy. There was nothing that really stuck out. New Mutants. There's also a, I forget what number it is. We're going to go right now, and we're going to do a quick little thing, and I'll show you what to look for if you see this title, New Mutants. You can look for this right now. The first one I want to show you is New Mutants 87. This is the first appearance of Cable. Cable's going to be in the new Deadpool Part 2 movie. I think Josh Brolin's going to be playing him. So this is going to be a comic that's going to definitely go up in value when that movie comes out. I'm baffled by the amount it goes for now. When I was a kid, these were like $1 something. So this is insane. But that is the first one. Look for New Mutants number 87. Next up is New Mutants number 98, which has the first appearance of Deadpool. This is another great magazine to look for right here. And the first appearance of Deadpool. Deadpool stuff has gone crazy ever since the movie come out. Once part 2 comes out again, Deadpool stuff's going to be on the rise. So definitely keep an eye out for this stuff. Okay, welcome back. So yeah, definitely look out for that one. That one's a really rare one to find. Fantastic Four number 1. We've got reissues, Inhumans, as you can see. So basically this whole lot was 200 books, and to me right off the bat these were like pretty much, you know, anywhere between worth, I don't know, $1 and $2 each. I wouldn't necessarily buy these. Youngblood 0, that was pretty cool. This isn't worth anything, but always look for these Youngblood Image comics, because I think Rob Liefeld, who is the creator of Deadpool, sometimes he signs these things right on the cover in silver or gold ink. So whenever you see Youngblood, definitely look on the covers and make sure they're not signed. That's another thing too you should be looking for when you're at comics. You can find signed ones, and we'll get into that in a second. So yeah, like I said, this was like a pretty basic lot. We got Micronauts, some older stuff from the 80s, newer X-Men, ROM. This is pretty much basic comic books, bread and butter, you know, nothing too crazy. And make sure when you're buying a collection of comic books to look through every single comic. I can't tell you how many times that I've been just going like this, and you miss the really good one, you know, the one that could be worth the whole collection, just buying the whole collection outright. So as you can see, that was pretty much it. So after this, I saw this stuff and I'm like, you know, this is just a regular collection, nothing crazy. You know, you'd be lucky to get $1 for these if you sold them on eBay, like $1 plus shipping, nothing crazy. But this is what made me buy the collection. This X-Men 281, nothing special. I mean, this is in the 90s, this was like a really cool one. It has like the new X-Men, but signed by one artist, two artists, and there's the holy grail right there, Jim Lee, signed in gold ink. This was crazy. Another crazy thing I want to show you guys real quick is you see this artist signed this on silver twice because they smudged the first one. And so they did it over again on the second one. I thought that was pretty funny. I've never seen a double signature like that, but that's funny. But this is the Jim Lee. Anyone who's familiar with comic books knows exactly who Jim Lee is. This comic that I found was just the reason why I wanted to buy the whole collection. Anyways, I offered them $40 for it. They said yes, sold. Like I said, I went through all these comics. There's nothing really crazy. This probably will go anywhere between $50 to $100. So we'll see about that. That was a good one to find. And the only other good one was this variant. And I want to show you guys something real quick. This is going to be a pro tip for everyone who doesn't know nothing about comic books. Let me pull out one of these ones, one of these Darth Vaders. The numbers are going to be in this corner or down here, the numbers as far as like issues. So this is issue number 5. I want to show you guys something real quick. Always look for this variant edition thing. It's very easy to spot. You see how this one says variant edition obviously and this one doesn't. Variant editions are going to be rare to find. Some of them go for a pretty good amount of money. This one only goes for about $10. So out of the whole lot, these are the only 2 comics that are going to be put on eBay. The rest is going to be offer up stuff. Like I said, I paid $40 for this. I'm probably going to try to let this 200 lot go for maybe $80 or $60 just to do a quick flip. Someone will actually enjoy these more than I ever would. You know, I used to collect comics, and unfortunately, I sold my collection in early 2000s before the Marvel stuff was hot. I had a lot of good stuff, and it's all gone now. But lesson learned, this would be a great collection for any young adult, teenager that reads comics. There's a lot of good reading ones in here. And so, yeah, that's that. And definitely we'll put this up, and if it sells, we'll let you guys know on our What Sold on eBay. And yeah, that was pretty much it. So like I said, when you're looking for comics, look for to make sure that they're in these backers if possible. That was an instant sale for me when I saw how clean these were. These were pretty much taken care of. There were some of them that weren't in things, but that's all right. There was only a handful of them, and these aren't even worth that much anyways. It's like quarter, 50-cent books, but definitely look out for that. You don't want to buy a whole collection that's like, they're all loose like this, and they kind of smell, and they're kind of weird because these things get rotted out just like books can and stuff. So Anyways, that was that. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. If you learned something, please leave a comment below and subscribe, guys. And like I said, we'll where did my X-Men one go? There we go. This is the puppy right here. This is the one that was worth the set. And I pretty much probably wouldn't have even bought this if I would have said I'll give you 40 and they said, oh no, we'll do 80 or 60. I would have just left it. And maybe, like, you know, if this wasn't there, if this was there, you know, like, this is obviously a pretty good one to find, but if that wasn't there, I probably wouldn't even have picked this up, even though, you know, for $40, still a pretty good find. And we'll do offer up on this, guys. Take care.
What you know about rocking the wolf on your noggin? What you knowin' about wearing a bird box skin? I'm digging, I'm searching right through that luggage. One man's trash, that's another man's. Your granddad, we're donating that slap. Now I'm up in her. I'm in the well, you can find me in the. I'm not a Christian.